da, da. Hello, I think I am streaming. Can't tell if it's showing up on my YouTube channel or not. I'm giving it a minute. There it is. Sweet. Let me mute that so it doesn't. Yep, my photo's still a little grainy. That's okay. I will share it. Copy. Bear with me if you're here. See one person watching now. Hello, whoever you are. Good to have you. Thanks for coming. I'm so excited. There we go. Do that there. I am going to throw it on Twitter. See if anybody's interested. Don't know what I'm getting myself into. And true story, it is pajama day at work. And by work, I mean my home office. So I've been in my pajamas all day. Not these ones. I usually change clothes a couple times a day because I'm in Florida and it gets hot and cold and hot and cold again. So, yeah. I don't hate pajamas. Sorry, I'm not a multitasker. I'm trying to figure out a couple of things. Looking good. There we go. Scrolling up. Awesome. Here we go. I'm going to test the chat, make sure it's working. And you may have guessed that I'm going to show my Zombie Tarot deck. Even if nobody sees this live, it's still a really easy way for me to record this. And my dog says hello. Ridley is bringing in the noise, bringing in the funk, which is great. All right, where else can I throw that? Okay. Oh, nice. The chat does appear in my OBS screen, which is the interface I use to do it. I definitely have a delay. Let me see how the image is. It's a little better. I'm not hardwired in. I'm using wireless, so fruit fly, gross. Yuck. All right, this is it. So Zombie Tarot. This deck is especially special for me, which is redundant and echoey, and I don't even care because the author of this deck, not the illustrator, but the author is Stacy Graham. Not only is Stacy a hilarious writer, Stacy Graham is also a literary agent. And 400 years ago, when I was thinking that I was going to make my millions writing middle grade horror, she was my ideal literary agent. And it turns out I'm not great at writing middle grade horror. I'm really good at writing nonfiction. And oh, there's her name, Stacy Graham. Illustrations are by Paul Keppel and Ralph Gironi of Headcase Design. Headcase, I'm going to tag you in this. Love your work. This is just one of the most amazingly aesthetic decks I have ever seen. I mean, even just the packaging. It's this big brick of a box. And the outside, because it's themed as Zombie Tarot, the outside of it looks like a bullet case, like a little box of bullets. Like, I don't love guns, but this is really amazing. So, oh, I love it. The back of the cards. I don't know if this is actually the front of the card. I guess this is the back of the cards. I call this the back. It's this really creepy zombie thing with a turban on, with a feather on it. Just a zombie tarot. The cards are narrower than the Jane Austen tarot cards. They're not as glossy either. They're I don't know, they're gritty. They're textured. And I'm not complaining. They're all getting a little scuffed up, and I love that about my deck. It's just like getting scars. They're getting used and loved. And I thought this deck was just going to be like really funny. I'd never gotten an actual. This is my first tarot deck. This is the third deck video that I'm making, and it is the third deck that I bought for myself. The third deck that I entered into my collection. And so this is my first actual 78 card tarot deck. And that was what the original Rider-Waite deck contained, 78 cards. 22 in the major arcana and the remainder math in, what's that other one? The minor arcana. So, oh good Lord. I just made the mistake of looking at ads and newsreels that pop up on YouTube. It's a really disturbing one. Ooh. So I won't look at that. Let me move that out or down. That's good. There we go. Nice. Much clearer on my screen, so I'll have to check my YouTube settings. So sorry for the bad video quality. I will work on that as each video progresses. So anyway, they're big cards, but they're narrow cards. They're much easier for me to hold. This is just like feels like almost like it's just a little longer than an index card. And the illustrations are amazing. What's the word for all the signs? The suits they're maintained, like the, swords, what do you call it? Pentacles, wands, and the other one. They have different icons and different names, but the meaning and the quality is held up here. And that's all in this guidebook. This was just one of the most comprehensive guidebooks I've seen so far. And I hadn't seen many before this one, but the guidebook itself, actually glad this is here, gives you, it's all done, it's all written as if, the zombie apocalypse is upon us. And nice little table of contents in there. The pages look stained and old. Has a real 50s, 60s Mad Men vibe. And yeah, there's just a little narrative in the beginning to sort of center you in the world. And this was really helpful. This is a section for understanding the suits and numbers. And it tells you what the different, I guess all but one are the same phrases here. So cups is cups, wands, swords, pentacles is hazards here. And that's what this little symbol is for. Obviously the hazard symbol. So that is the only difference in this deck. In lieu of pentacles, it's hazards, which I like. Then there's a section that Stacy wrote here telling everyone like what the numbers mean, regardless of the suit, what all the different numbers mean. This has been instrumental in helping me understand tarot in general, not just zombie tarot. 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s, 7s, and then the face cards have one paragraph. And I like that. I never put it together that pages, knights, queens, and kings often represent a real person as opposed to a situation. So I like that. I don't know if that's true for every deck. It might not be, but I take that as true, and it works for me. Conducting a reading is funny. It says, the narrative is just still carried on. It says, double check the locks in your door and then get comfortable. Try to relax, choose your favorite spread from the following. Excuse me. It's almost my bedtime, pardon me. From the following options. And then Graham mocked up a bunch of card layouts. Really simple black silhouette design with the numbers corresponding on it. And so here's a really quick, the beginner spread is cards 1, 2, and 3. Card 1 represents your past, 2 is your present, and then 3 is your future. I'm definitely getting tired. There's one called The Broken Heart, and it's an 8-card spread, and with detailed sentences on what each one is. The Gravestone, the Eyeball. I love this little book. I do wish it was bigger because I have big hands, and this the font is easy to read. I want it bigger. Like I'm a writer, I'm a reader. I I love tarot cards themselves, but it's the book is its awesome keepsake as well. So, The Severed Head. I think this one's amazing. And again, this card represents the primary issue in your life, number one, and then so on and so forth. What I love about this is not a traditional tarot spread, not necessarily. And I've decided that it's okay. Sorry, I'm going to let this focus again. Come on now. Jesus. Excuse me. There we go. I can make up tarot spreads. I can make up, as long as I have the intention behind it, as long as I have, like if I want to put one in the letter E, it could be the Erica spread. Like, you know, the top line is whatever. And this, if I set that up ahead of time for myself, and then I shuffle the cards, and then I pull the cards that jump out at me, or either just literally jump out of the deck while I'm shuffling, that's great. And let's see. Yep, and then each card has one page telling you what it's about. This does not include reverse options. So if you pull a card upside down, but you know, that makes sense to me. It's a novelty deck. It's a valid deck. It works, and this I've gotten some amazing readings out of it. But again, much like the Unicorn Oracle deck, I can tell it has an up, and the Jane Austen deck, forgive me, there's a right way up. So I can tell when one is upside down. So I'm okay with that. If I ever make a deck, I think it's going to be reversible because you get twice as many options out of it. And contrary to popular belief, my popular belief, reverse doesn't just mean opposite or negative. There are some cards when they're upright, normal, and they're pretty negative cards. So when they're reversed, it's just something different. And it's not, it's not necessarily the opposite. It's more like, I don't know, the contrapositive, like it's adjacent to the opposite, if that makes sense. And to determine that, I'm still using a really great a sheet that I got from, cheat sheet, literally, that I got from an Etsy seller. I know, I need to go to bed, I'm sorry. And I've printed it out, and it's on the shelf behind me. I don't feel like reaching over for it because I'm attached to these things. And then I pull my neck back. So, but this is all the good stuff. I'm going to leave the book here. Looking good. I don't know what that is. Nope, keep going, keep going. Refresh that. Let me just see if it's happening. Good. Very good. All right. Ah. Give me 1 second. Got my keyboard under here. Hold on, hold on. There we go. Mute that. Cool. Very good, very good. Nothing there. All right. Sorry about that. There is a card, I don't know which one it is, but it's definitely bent. It's these ones right here, you can tell. Let's see what that card is. Ooh. The King of Cups. Cups is the emotions card, the water card, love and relationships and all that jazz. Stacy, if you're ever watching this, I'm wondering, did you get to have input on what the illustrations showed? Did the illustrator make the cards before you were able to write them? Or was it in tandem? What has he got? He's actually like underwater in a beach chair, like a Golden Girls chair here. Oh, the output on YouTube is so grainy still. Sorry about that. I'll figure it out. But he's holding this skull with brains in it, and fish are looking at him. Oh, that's so weird. The King of Cups. This one's sticking out weird. Let's see what this is. Oh yeah, I saw this a second ago. The Ace of Wands, and in this deck, wands are shown as bones, and that's what that yellow thing up top is. That's the bones insignia. Creepy AF. What's that noise? Oh, I think it's my dogs. Okay. I hope it's my dogs. Disturbing images, but they're, as gross as the images are, it's almost like it makes up for it by just being amazing illustrations from Headcase Designs. This one's hilarious. This reminds me of my great Aunt Jenny. And, oh my God, like this is a survivor in the swords, what do you call it, suit. And she's just sitting there happy as a clam, got her slippers on, a couple cans of beer at her feet. Oh my Lord. And with like I hate to say, like a rifle. I don't know, guns, and I'm okay with that. But, oh my Lord. That's so funny. Do do do. La 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 la. I have the delayed YouTube video open in another window. So sorry. And it's definitely grainy, so I'm still going to work on some tech issues for that. But hopefully this is giving people a general idea of what the deck is like. Obviously it is, because that's exactly what I'm doing. Yeah, I can't shuffle like that. You shuffle. I'm learning that I can shuffle however I want to shuffle. Sometimes, once in a while, if I'm at my dining room table or my breakfast table, I'll just, spread them all out and do that whole, this one, sorry, just do this mixed spread, but like let them all get separated and get really flattened out so none of them are touching and there's no repeats. Everything gets really nicely swirled around. And they smell good too. They've got that good earthy cardboard book glue smell that makes you want to just stay in study hall forever. Oh, there were some cards that snuck under there. The Three of Hazards. This is ridiculous. Oh my God. Three of Pentacles, if you will. Oh my Lord. Oh, it's like they got this little zombie as a dog. Yikes. This guy, Four of Hazards. Ugh. Oh, I thought those were limbs. Those were just some guy's just plugging his ears to not hear the survivors asking to come in. That's sad. Oh my goodness. I interviewed Stacy on my podcast that I do at work. It's called This Podcast Needs a Title. And she was one of our earlier guests. And we talked a little bit about Zombie Tarot. After that interview is when I bought the deck. And, no, I think I had it before the deck because I knew I was going to be talking to her and I wanted to talk to her about it. But we ended up not getting into details of what I had experienced with it, obviously. So I just got to have it for fun. And I love it. No regrets. It was an expensive deck for me. Oh, no, yeah, $17. I might not have had that cash laying around, so that's why I waited so long to get it. Because I didn't need it at the time, and when I bought the deck, I did not know I would be doing Dork Witch services, so here we are. I love it. It's just such a creepy... Red and yellow are two of my least favorite colors for the most part, but this, just knowing who made it, knowing the quality that Quirk Books put into it, yes, shameless plug because I love Quirk and that's not a secret. I just love their stuff. They did the Geek's Guide to Dating, the Fangirl's Guide to the Galaxy, all that good stuff. They put out great quality product and this is no exception. The cards are just so sturdy. They're all flat. They're not bending. They're pliable, but it's so good. Well, I have 2 viewers in here. If either of you want a card or 3 pulled, let me know. We'll do one of the spreads that maybe is included in the guidebook. Yeah, it might be more than 3. Let me know in the chat. And I do think you have to subscribe to get that done. Oh, I really want to fix the video quality here. Yeah, I know I've said that a couple times tonight already. That's okay. And I hear my dog licking herself. Gross. That card is jumping out to me. This little creeper. He's hilarious. I like that one too. Oh, King of Cups again. Probably because that's the one that's bent. Oh my god. King of Hazards, Page of Hazards, King of Cups. Not pulling them in any order, just wanted to see these 3. See how they line up on the screen. Oh, do 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 do. Pause for a second. Get yourself a snack. Interesting. All right. Just posting something on Twitter. All right, there we go. Done. Just had to post a little nudge for this on the Twitter pin. Cool. Looking good. Nice. All right. Sorry about that. All right. Let me see who we have here. All right. King of Hazards. Page. Actually, I did this backwards because I don't even know what spread I want to do yet. La 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 la. Let's put these back in here. I'm going to get the box off my desk. There we go. These placemats that I use in the videos and photos sometimes are, and actually for the spreads through the Dorkwitch site, I usually have them on these placemats. I inherited so many placemats from my mom and dad after my mom passed, and I didn't ever know what I would use them for, but I like the texture, I like the colors, and I don't know, it's just, it feels like a nice ode to her, and I don't know if she put any stock in tarot or anything like that, but she was very intuitive herself, my mom. And my dad had just good instincts and was a spiritual guy to some extent. He was my dork goblin king, my father. He was such a dork. I loved him, obviously. Taught me every dorky thing I knew. I'm trying to keep an eye on the chat to see if anyone pops in. So yeah, if you want a card read, I think you have to subscribe for at least 1 minute, then add in the chat. Yes, pull a card for me, please. Do it, Dork Witch. Before I fall asleep, I probably have about a good, what time, how long are we doing this? Well, less than half an hour. I'm probably good for another 20 minutes before I have to go to bed. I'll probably watch Gilmore Girls. Maybe Severance. I started watching... Hey, guys, stop. Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. You actually doing something
Yeah.
right now? Or?
What's the word? Streaming on YouTube to two people who I think both are me.
Oh,
Yeah, what's up?
okay. I did talk to Mom. She's sounded pretty good, actually.
Oh, let me
So,
see if pardon. Okay, good. I'm glad you called. Did I guilt you into it?
a little bit.
Good.
So, but yeah, she's still spending pretty much all her time down in the basement, and Dad's still spending all his time up at the kitchen counter, just...
Okay. Ow. Yeah, I was just telling my two viewers that I am falling asleep in about 20 minutes, so I'll be off then. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad you talked to her.
Yeah, take your time and enjoy.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Love you.
Love you too.
That was my husband. Thanks, bud. My dogs were barking at my husband. Sorry about that. All right. Oh my God, we have 3 people watching. I'm so excited. I'm not convinced that 2 of them aren't me. So I am happy. But come on in if anybody wants it. All right, deck. Show us what you got. Tell me who needs to hear what card. This top one caught my attention just now. All right, Morgan Krause. Welcome, Morgan Krause. Oh, I'm so excited she's here. Morgan Krause, I will not... Yes, Morgan Krause is one of my 2 viewers. This is so exciting. Oh, I can't believe she's really here. The one and only. Hi, Morgan Krause. I'm in now. I know it's 3. I have it open, and yeah, I see you, Morgan. I know. There's a delay. All right, Krause, this is for you. Let's start reading. I know the film is still grainy, and I'm gonna fix it. I did try changing the settings earlier, so. Everyone, Morgan Krause is my sister. Flesh and blood. And there we go, hold on. Okay, here we go. Morgan, I'm gonna read for you. How many cards would you like? 1, 3, 5. Or, wait a minute. Let's try one of Stacy's readings here. Or do one of the girls want a reading? The Broken Heart, the Beginner. We're not going to do the Beginner. The Eyeball. Ooh. The Severed Head. Yay, looking forward to the reading. I acknowledge the delay too. Very good. Thanks, Morg. Morg, let's do the Eyeball. All right? We're going to try the Eyeball. I've never done this spread for anyone before, or myself. And it looks like a nice little circle. So it's hard to think long-term when you're in the middle of an all-out war. Short-term thinking is the order of the day, and the Eyeball offers a glimpse at the month ahead. Love that journey for you. Dealer's choice. Dealer's choice is the Eyeball. Thanks, Krause. All right, so card number 1 is previous month. 2 is overview of current month. And then there's more words, and I'll get to them later because I'm getting tired. Oh, Kelsey. What's up, champ? All right, Kelsey Bell. Oh, this is exciting. Oh my gosh. I feel so amazing. All right. Kelsey Boo, I love you. Boopy doo doo. All right, I need 6 cards or 5? 7, because I can count the math. 7 cards coming up. All right. All right, let's pull 7. All right, Kelsey, you send me mental vibes, which cards I should get, and I'll get them for you. Yeah, I like this one too. All right, this will be card 1. I'm just going to put him here. I'm going to do this one. Card 2. Ooh, this one's sticking out. Card 3. Card 4. And Morgan, I'm going to read these only up, right side. There's no reverse instructions, and I don't feel like that adapted yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't feel that adept at it yet. Kelsey, what number was I on? 7. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and one more. We'll do, ooh, that one. All right, here's number 7. All right. There we go. Yeah, unless I have a lurker, Morgan, I'm pretty sure it's me watching it in another view. Like I'm logged into my own channel and watching it on one screen. Hi, Finn. Finn just busted in here. And then I have it open on Safari just to see if it was letting other people in. So I think it is, I am 2 of our viewers. Or I have a lurker, and that's okay too, because that means something delightful. All right, so we're gonna do the eyeball here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that's very confusing, but we'll get through it. All right, so how did I do these? Upside down? Oh, these are hilarious. Yeah, okay, so this was card number 1. And if I get this wrong, then it's okay. I'll figure it out. 1, like the order that I pulled them in, I mean. 2, 3, 4, 5. Math. 7. Okay, got it. The eyeball. Ooh. Sisters, party of 2. Very good. I don't mind. This is good practice and good tech. Is while I'm getting ready, Morgan, is the video quality any better than yesterday? Because I did change some settings on the interface I'm using, but I don't know if I saved them. Card number 1. Ew. Just killed a bug. Sorry, bug. All right. Oh, no, somebody left, so I did have a lurker. How exciting. They are most welcome. All right. Nope, that was the wrong card. This is card number 1. I feel like it keeps changing. I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm tired. All right, card number 1 is here, the North card. This card represents the previous month, and we're seeing a little family sitting with a nice standard poodle in the foreground, a butler, a maid, a dad, a mom, and a kid surrounded by a train. But the butler and the maid are zombies. So the 2 of hazards, that's pentacles, and that means like business and such. So let's see what we got there. Very unfamiliar with this, so this is going to be, still looks grainy. Okay, thanks for letting me know. 10 of hazards. Here we go. 6 of 7, 8 of 9 of 10. So the previous month, this first card represents the previous month, Morgan. And that the 10 of hazards is the wealth, family, and contentment card. And it says here, the end of a cycle is upon us. Come on now. Jesus. Son of a pup. Okay, I'll just read it here. The end of a cycle is upon us, bringing the family close and the zombies even closer. You're able to welcome them into your home as an asset instead of a problem. And even if they do require nightly muzzles, surely the other adversaries in your life seem tame by comparison. So this is the previous month. The gag, the joke about nightly muzzles is kind of making me think that you guys have, I know personally it's been a tumultuous month, just like, will the house stuff go through, won't it, whatever. And that's kind of what I'm getting from this one. But again, I'm not familiar with these cards yet. So yeah, this represents the previous month, the last 4 weeks for you guys. So yeah, they look calm, but the zombie maid and butler are lurking in the background. And I feel like that kind of chilly doubt was always back there, because that's just how life works sometimes. And I'll go with that because I'm ready to yawn again, and I know it's bedtime. Card number 2 represents an overview of the current month. So let's call it from today through the next 4 weeks. 3 of Wands. I love this card. I've seen it before. I had it in a reading for one of my first clients when I opened the Dork Witch store. It is these zombies with a giant femur bone as a battering ram. And then there's like some parents and and a girl at a birthday party, like playing the piano, and one woman's on the phone. It's like she's calling the police. It's just hilarious. Like, everything's fine, la la la, zombies bumping in. So let's see what the 3 of Wands says. And Wands is wands, normal. And 3 is tumultuous stuff. No, it's not. Okay, cool. Cooperation, progress, group effort. I'm not going to read any further than that for this description. For me, group effort is the stuff that might be happening for your future house. It's you and your husband and the kids and the mortgage person and the sellers, and everybody's coming together all at the right time. And it's just green light. And like, even though all that chaos with all the, the tax forms and the finance stuff and the everything, it just comes out so easy. And just look at that. They're still partying. They're still happy and chill, because it's just unfolding how it was meant to. So I'm definitely projecting, because I know you, I know the situation. So mote it be. Let's see what we got now for number 3. It's this Northwest card here. This card is representing, we're getting specific, this first week of the month here. The Lovers card. This is a major arcana card. So this is typically for me, I pick up that these are, I don't pick up, but it's just all the instruction pamphlets that I printed out. They all affirm it's big life stuff. It's not just a small scale, week long, or this has to do more with big life stuff. So what I get, I don't even need to look at the descriptions for the book. I will still, because I'm curious what major arcana descriptions are like here. This is just, it's just such a happy time. This is love for your spouse, love for the kids, love for the house. That rhymed, didn't mean it. And that's cool. She's a zombie, but he's all right. So they probably take turns giving each other strength. So take from that what you will. And I'm remembering something from The Office when Pam was saying that, like, once in a while, like, a kid freaks out, so the parents play it cool, and then the parents freak out, and the kids take whatever. Maybe she's talking about Michael, and that's why I think it's a kid. But regardless, let me see what we have for the Lovers here. Does it say anything? Romance, sex, blinded by passion, decisions. Where do you start? The head or the heart? Lovers are duality in motion, and you must make up your mind before moving on to the next phase. All systems go. And that's card number 3. Card number 4 represents the second week of this coming month. So about 8 to 14 days from now. Card number 4. Let's see what we have here. The Hierophant, another major arcana card. Here is a guy that looks like all of our grandfathers. And like, I'm literally talking to my sister for anyone else who's watching. Yep, I think we had that TV too. No, maybe not us, but it just feels familiar. Like howdy doody kind of thing. But the Hierophant card, let's see what they've got to say. So this is the third week coming out. What number is this? 5. The 5th card in the Major Arcana. Truth, advice, and education. Education is the word that first pops out here for me. I think that tells me that this is going to be this, what is it, 2nd week? Yeah. 4th card is the 2nd week. 2 weeks from now, it's just going to start a really steep learning curve about, you know, the order of operations for packing and organizing and the more of the paperwork. There's so much paperwork, and there's a joke about counting how many times you sign your name that day. But yeah, you learn a lot in the process. It's just this crash course. So this card is not too surprising for me. The description's hilarious. It says, the truth can be hard to swallow, especially if you're missing part of your esophagus, but pay attention to the messages you're receiving. Though they might be alarming, you'll need the information to make wise choices later. And that could be true even for the like more micro decisions to make the day of signing paperwork for a house purchase, furniture choices, that kind of thing. You got to think long term because that stuff isn't going to go anywhere. And all that jazz. Card 5 represents, unsurprisingly, the 3rd week out. So the 3rd week of the upcoming month. The Sun, another Major Arcana. Girl, this is amazing. This is a big card. And it's showing a helicopter picking up survivors on the top of the hospital. Sorry, it's still blurry. Love that journey for you. Let's see what the Sun has to say. I don't know this card too well. 19. There we go. Success, enlightenment, hope. Sweet success, the morning sun has arisen and the rescue team has arrived. After foiling a hostile takeover by the undead, you've earned a one-way ticket to a safer place. That's nice. Now it's time to make plans for the future. Consider traveling to warmer climates. Wink. I live in Florida. They don't. Where was I? Or getting a new job. There's good money in corpse disposal nowadays. Stacey Graham, that's disgusting. You're hilarious. Ooh, this card jumped out. No, I knocked it over. That was not a jumper. There you go. All right, so that is the card representing what happens the 3rd week from now. You know, the 3rd week of the coming month. And yeah, I feel like that's when major physical moving may take place sooner than you think. Oh, you do? I'm glad you like the Sun card. I learned recently, someone told me a phrase, it's your something card. Like all of us have a card that we get every time. Not every time, but like a lot of the times we get a reading and something like that. I can't remember what her phrase was for it. Oh well. But it's just, it always pops up for you and it's the one you're most familiar with. For me, it's the star card. I'm going to let that one go because my brain is starting to fizzle here. Card number 6 is the 4th week coming up. Oh, no. Oh, this poor clown is about to get his arm removed from himself. So this is the 9 of Swords. The nurse looks very much in control and happy. He looks a little nervous. I would be too. Here you go, trying to just get that. Oh, just focus, you silly camera. All right, I'll figure it out. 9 of Swords. Let's see where we're going with that. This is for the 4th week from this current month period coming up. Swords. God, I can't read. 9 of Swords. 5 is lower than 9. I already forgot what 9 was. I'm getting very tired, and the ADHD is increasing. So the 9 of Swords for the 4th week out. This card represents paranoia, anxiety, and hopelessness. Morgan wrote, yikes, moving sooner than planned. That's going to be quite a feat. It's not like sooner, but not. It's not, I don't know that you're going to, obviously, I don't know if you're going to actually be moving sooner, moving in, living there sooner. It's basically going to be ready quicker than you realize. That's what I got from this one. I think that was this one. I already forgot what I was doing, so that's okay though. All right, so the Nine of Swords for your 4th week from now. There's going to be a lot of paranoia, anxiety, hopelessness. Anxiety pops out for me here, obviously. Moving is one of the most stressful events in the universe, so that tracks. It doesn't have to be. You get fun masking tape and do up the boxes all nice. Get totes that you like and put stickers on the totes because that's fun. Drink water, Kelsey, and other things like milk or almond milk or tea. And so Nine of Swords, worry has you in its grip and you're feeling frantic about your future. The Nine of Swords reminds us that while our fears may try to overwhelm us, we are near the end of the cycle and we'll be able to carry on. Take things slowly. The situation isn't as bad as you imagine and you'll come out on the other side stronger than before. All right. I'm getting a second message from this for you guys then. Especially because of, yeah, no problem for clarifying that. Especially because stuff will be ready to be like receiving your furniture. Like the new house might actually be ready for your furniture sooner than you realized. Keep packing now. Think about investing in the Bagster or what we were talking about earlier today. You know, this card is telling you, like kind of siphon off some of that anxiety from 4 weeks from now. And just head it off with a pass. Like you were telling your spouse recently, let's just tackle the little things. Get that little stuff out of the way. Absolutely. It's a great idea. I like that for me. Like I want to clean out our closet in the guest room and I don't want to because there's no room in the garage. So because there's lots of little things in the garage. So I should probably clean out the garage first. But then the fish goes in the cowboy hat. So what's the point? You know what I mean. And then finally, for this eyeball spread from Stacey Graham's Zombie Tarot deck with illustrations by Headcase Design, produced by Quirk Books. Oh, heck yeah, it's going to be handleable. Of course it is. You're a Kraus and a Davis. Yeah, Nine of Swords, of course it's hectic. You're moving. Hectic is never not moving. We moved, 10 feet away from our old house into our current home, and it was hell. It was still hectic, but it's temporary hectic, and it's preparable hectic. You can prepare for it. It's no matter how prepared you are for it, it's hectic. Just because your stuff is everywhere. It's, what's that phrase? Liminal. Like it's this temporary space, like being in an elevator for way too long. Like it's just temporary. You're not supposed to be there for a long time. And that transition is chaotic. It's this, what's the phrase? Not lawful chaos, chaotic neutral. Yeah, chaotic neutral. It's definitely hectic and more than handleable because like even this guy, look at his calmness. Like he's about to get his arm severed. That's like, moving. Let's say his arm is moving day. And he's still calm about it. He's nervous, but he's calm about it because what are you going to do? Not move because you want to avoid the stress for 5 hours or 10 hours? No, you do it. What else? What other choice is there? But it doesn't have to be stressful because, and Kelsey, your uncle one time thought it would be a great idea to save money and move it ourselves, like move from South Carolina to Florida by ourselves because we would save a ton of money. Ask your uncle how much it was worth to have an exhausted, cranky wife. I think he realized then it wasn't worth it. So we packed up a U-Haul ourselves, but we let movers handle the heavy moving stuff because I am as useful as you think I might be with moving heavy things and sweating. I don't like sweating. It hurts my face. It stings. And my physician confirmed that actually does happen to people. They are not allergic to their sweat, but that's what I heard because I was half listening. Okay. Final card, card number 7, the bottom of the eyeball here. This card represents possibilities for next month. So, 2 months out, let's see what we got. Ew. I've never seen this card before. 8 of Swords. Come on. It's this guy trapped in a rib cage with cage wire in it. And there's like organs and stuff. Ew. Yeah, Morgan, the moves were crazy. I was so mad. We did save money, and he learned that lesson. I did too. I love packing. I love packing. I don't mind that. The organizing, the actual pulling things off my shelf in my air-conditioned home is fine. I can do that. I will label everything. I will clean everything. I figured out how to use, clothing that I didn't need yet. I used that instead of going out to spend money on bubble wrap. It was so easy. Towels that you didn't need, that all went into packing material. And it was going to be chaos anyway, so I just did it at the other end, like unpacked it all and cleaned it all at the other end because the washer and dryer came and all that crap. Totally forgot what I was saying. Something about hating moving boxes, but I love packing. I'm fine with that. And that saved us money because there are companies that go in and pack for you. And I'm like, don't touch my stuff, weirdo. So, I don't know. 8 of Swords. I am late tired. Lack of action, victimization, no-win situations. This is interesting. 8 of Swords. All is not lost. Granted, so this final card represents the month after. All is not lost. Granted, this situation doesn't look good, but when zombies are nibbling on your nether regions, it's important to keep your head. Stay focused. Instead of letting the situation overwhelm you, figure out a means to escape. It's not zombies holding you back. It's fear of the unknown. Okay, and maybe the zombies. I heard my mom. Hi, Johnny13. Welcome, welcome. I love the dark, but I hate nature. Exactly. Morgan, I just heard Mom in my head saying, geez, they just line up at the door and with their hands out after they moved to the house we grew up in. I just remember Mom saying they just stand at the door with their hands out for checks. And it's true. Like, there's just so much money to pay right after because you forgot about garbage cans or, like the town garbage cans and, what's the word? Plungers for each new bathroom that you've got. This is it's coming. Like, there's going to be a lot more chaos, like little chaos after the move because there always is. And you're settling into a new place. It's weird for a little bit. Yeah. So that's crazy cool. Johnny, if you're just joining us, I am reading for Morgan this eyeball thing spread from the Zombie Tarot. It's pretty creepy and fun. But Morgan, that was that. And Johnny, can I pull a couple of cards for you just to see what comes up? I'm trying to get used to this deck a little more, and this is really helpful practice for me too. I'm good, Johnny. Thanks for asking. I'm overheating. I'm about ready to go to bed. I've been streaming. Oh yeah, I've got like probably a little bit about 10, what's it called? 10 minutes, give or take. Yeah. There we are. Let me refresh that. And I am about half an hour past my bedtime. You're welcome, dork sister. And before I moved on to Johnny, yeah, Johnny, yeah, you can definitely ask a question. This will be my first question ever. Go right ahead. I'll keep shuffling while you get your question ready. And just respectfully remind you that we may have my underage niece watching. The delay is pretty significant. I know it is. It's intentionally that way, I think. So. All right, puppies, I hear you. We'll be going to bed soon. Ooh, hot. I had a fleece blanket on my lap, that's why. All right. I actually have to be honest with you. I know zilch about, what are they called? Zodiac signs, unfortunately. And for whatever it's worth, my husband and I are technically, from what I understand from someone else who knows Zodiac very well, we're very incompatible on the Zodiac, and it works really well. But sure, anything is possible. But let me pull a card here to see what this has to say. And from your card, from your question, it sounds like you want it to be. So I wish you the best with that. I hope that works out in the best possible outcome for you. All right, let's see what this card is. The Four of Swords. This is from the Zombie Tarot deck. We have, I know the video quality isn't great. I'm working on it. So thanks for bearing with me. We have a soldier laying down on a mattress, really comfortable. Looks like he's protecting his battlefield. And there's some monsters in his scope and comrades in his scope who are going to get what's coming to them in a nice way, maybe. All right, let's see what the Four of Swords says. Oh, cool. All right. Johnny, let's see. It says here, Giannis, if that's your preferred name. Sorry if I said that wrong. But Four of Swords is the card referring to retreat, rest, and recovery. And until I get more familiar with the cards, I am going to sort of just read this and see what it has to say and what sticks out to me. The description that comes in the guidebook with the Zombie Tarot says, it's time to rest. If you can't find an abandoned house, consider taking shelter in your local shopping mall. The Four of Swords represents a brief but necessary break from the action while you regroup and plan your next wave of attack on an issue. I can actually stop reading there because I actually am getting a... Thanks. I love the deck. Getting a really decent feeling from this for you regarding your question. Even if you do want to be a couple with this person again, and even if she does too, which could very well be the case, you still need a break. Take a breather. Take a beat. Refill the well. I've heard people tell me, for my own self, you can't pour from an empty cup. So, and it's like, I'm a writer, so I try to get other people's perspectives on my writing, and if that's unavailable, I need distance before I can look at it with a clear point of view. Like, I almost need to forget what I've written, which is easy for me because I have a really terrible short-term memory. So the message I'm feeling that's coming through here, not from beyond, but just from my gut impression of this and of you in my chat, is take a step back and trust that if it's going to happen, it will happen, because that's what I believe in. And I think that it's not about you and her right now. It's about you. There's some rest. Like it's like you haven't refilled your water bottle in 6 weeks, and it's time to. And after that, after you're hydrated, whatever that means for you, metaphorically or literally, you're going to have a much better understanding of how to move forward towards that. And one of my best friends gave me this amazing adage when I wanted something like a job or a relationship to start, and it was like, this or something better. So I'll hand that to you guys now too. This or something better. It's just great to keep it in your mind, because when you like meet someone you really like, or you broke up with someone you really loved, and then you want to get back together, and you're ready to get back together, and you're not sure if they are. And I'm speaking from experience that, I broke up with this person. I thought I was going to marry him. Nope, because someone better, much, 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 much better came along. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen here. If you want it to happen, what this reading just told me to tell you is take a beat for yourself and then revisit the question. It's the best I can do, because I am very tired and ready for bed. And thank you so much. Johnny, you were my first non-relative to watch the stream. I'm really honored that you came in and chatted. I'm going to try to do this once or twice a week, and I'm actually going to try to schedule a time, like have a set time a couple times a week to do this. And if anybody wants a deeper reading, I do written up readings that I send to you via PDF, and you can find that at dorkwitch.xyz. That is my website, and I hope that was helpful. I'm also excited that Johnny 13 gave me my first question to answer. I've only ever done what's called blind readings. I wish there was a better word for that, but I kind of ask my decks, hey, what message do you have for this particular person? So that was really great. Thanks for that experience, Mr. Johnny 13, and good luck with Lena and Taurus and Capricorn. I don't see why not, but all that stuff. Yeah, I'm going to bed, Morgan. That's my big sister, everybody. Johnny, thank you again so much. Morgan, thank you. Kelsey, thank you. And keep me posted. Come back again soon. Adopt dogs. I don't know what else to say. And I know how to stop streaming now.